My Art Morgan studio, and a lot of times I hear people on Facebook in some of the posts ask what is the right ratio for paint. um, that's a lot of variation in that. I thought I would do a little video here to actually show you. It's not so much the ratio or the formula or anything, it's more of the consistency, and you need to learn the consistency of any paint mixture because you're using different types of paint. You're using house paint, you're using artist paint, you're using craft paint. So basically your paint does make a difference as to how your consistency does come out. So your ratios are not so important as it is to know the feel of it and the look of it and what you're actually looking for in paint. So I'm going to show you that today. Okay, I need to turn this around just a little bit. Okay, I have a little bit of the paint, and I want to show you that when you're hitting this, now you can kind of see that there's a mound there. And that's what you're looking for. This paint is kind of pretty good. Now, but this is house paint. So when you're using a thicker artist paint and that type stuff, you're actually looking for this mound, and it needs to dissipate immediately. See how it runs off the stick? That's what you're actually looking for. There's kind of two things. One is the flow off the stick, and the other one, if you can see that mound and how it just disappears immediately. It hits, but it mounds and disappears. Now, if you're doing a different type of, say, a technique that you're trying to get foam, or you're trying like a seashore pour, and you're trying to get foam and that type of stuff, you're going to thin it out a little bit more so that it can separate. I'm going to put silicone in this, and that's what I'm doing today is a seashore pour, and that's going to be after this. So, but that's the consistency. When somebody says, what is the ratio? It could be anything with any type of different. If you're using artist paint, you're going to get a much thicker paint. Put a little dab of that in, mix your Floetrol with it until it's a liquid, and then start to add more Floetrol and make it more of a flow consistency with it. And then when you get it almost what you want, you can either add a little bit water or even a little bit more Floetrol. How much Floetrol is that to the paint? I don't really know, but I know what I'm looking for in the consistency, and that is the flow and the mound in the middle of the cup in the paint when it does pour into the paint. So make sure you look for that, and if you do, your paint's going to probably be pretty fine. Like I say, unless you're doing a particular technique that requires it to be thinner. So I hope that helps. I know a lot of people ask, and I hope that enlightens you. Bye-bye.